Hey Gothard, I just wanted to tell you how much I'm going to miss you. Thank you so much for challenging me and this organization to think outside our comfort zones and out of our own worlds. Thank you for building the association into a well-run business and to what it is today. Thank you personally for always being there for me. I honestly don't know what I'll do without you, but I'll still be calling you all the time, so you can be ready for that.
Gothard Lane. What do I think of when I think about Gothard? I actually think that Gothard is one of those people whose name really fits his character. So, unique, distinguished, experienced, wise, sometimes a little gruff, but he's got a big heart and he cares.
My name's Ricky Freed. I've had the pleasure of working with Gothard really for the last 12 to 15 years. I was on the board when Gothard was hired and had the opportunity to work closely with him. I think what makes Gothard special is his connections in so many different ways. He's connected to the NCAA. He has an understanding of what's going on there. He talks to people every day about where sports in college is going, and has a special relationship there and a special understanding. So he's got great wisdom, great understanding, and it's really special that he's part of our organization, and thank him for all he's done for us over the past 12 years.
One of my favorite things about Gothard is how proud he is of being a Randolph-Macon alum, and to be able to hear him talk about his days here on campus and have him come back and visit. One of my favorite stories is that he always tells me to make sure and go look for his intramural championship plaque, still hanging in the Brock Center. But overall, Gothard has really helped me become the coach that I am and become more involved in the IW. And I really think that his lasting effect will be longer than anything any of us can imagine because of what he's done for our organization.
He holds a very special place in my heart because he helped me grow. He helped me become the leader that I was and the person that I'm continuing to grow into. He really is a resource for me. I still talk to him. He will take my phone call at the drop of a hat, and without him, I don't know that I would have grown into the person that I was when I finished my coaching career and continue to, reach for different things professionally. So Gothard, I love you. I thank you so much for everything that you have done, not only for the IWLCA, for women's coaching, but also for me personally, and I'm going to miss you, but look forward to seeing what your next steps are.
When I think about the impact that Gothard has had on our coaching organization over the last 12 years, I think about, first and foremost, how we've been able to grow as an organization, grow our brand, whether it was within our tournaments, clinics we offered, our sponsorships, our affiliations with different organizations. All of the work that he's done has afforded our organization to grow tremendously in these 12 years.
Well, Gothard has obviously impacted the organization in a number of ways, but at the end of the day, we've really become one of the more financially secure organizations in the NCAA, and I think a lot of that has to do with his vision. His ability to see 5 and 10 years down the road has really put us in a position for success, not only obviously now, but in the future. His connections obviously play a big part of that as well. He's obviously very connected as a former administrator, athletic director, and certainly obviously as his role as an executive director and putting himself in these NCAA meetings, he's certainly on the forefront of all information coming out of the NCAA.
Every year to kick off the convention, you would get up, you would share the news of the year, you would let us know what's going on, the impending doom of the NCAA. Yeah, pretty on point, as you have been the whole time. Talking about how we can monetize ourselves as a brand, how we can elevate ourselves as an association, all of the really important things. But I think the thing that has stuck with me and so many coaches the most is that every year you remind us this is not Padre Island. There are families here, and we should act responsibly. And I think over the past, 12 to 13 years, we haven't done any of that, from being security caught on us and being told we shouldn't bring Wendy's into the Ritz-Carlton. I mean, why not? Their food was so expensive, it's weird. To, running up bar tabs that only Gary Gate could afford. To maybe some security footage that you probably pocketed to make sure we all have jobs. But I just want you to know, we did not think of it as Padre Island. More like keeping up with the Kardashians. But we heard you every year, and it was the perfect way to start every single meeting. I know we all take a little laugh about it. I will miss that. I know many others will as well. And maybe the next executive director won't be dealing with as many shenanigans as you had to. But from the bottom of my heart, for all the times that you cleaned some things up, I just want to say thank you. You've been amazing.
Hi Gothard, I wanted to pass along my congratulations and best wishes on your retirement and my appreciation for all that you've done on behalf of the Intercollegiate Women's Lacrosse Coaches Association. I remember interviewing you for this position back in Princeton many years ago and knowing immediately that you were the right man for the job. And in the years in between, you've done a phenomenal job executing the board's mission and making our organization a really professional one. And I'm really going to miss seeing you at all the tournaments and at the convention and hearing Coach Sailor and feeling you slip a few extra drink tickets in my pocket. Really did appreciate that, Gothard. Wishing you all the best in this next chapter of your life.
Hey G, how are you? It's really hard to even begin when I think about the impact that you've had on this organization, that you've had on the board, that you've had on me. It's crazy to think that one person can really have that much impact and influence. Without you and the work that you've done, early on in the past, 12 years to put this organization as a front runner, as an association is unbelievable.
Gothard's had a phenomenal impact on the IWLCA over the past 12 years. And I think what's important to note is how he really digs his heels in for the IWLCA in areas that's pertinent with, the NCAA, or even when we were trying to get broadcasted on ESPN. He really does take his savvy business sense and drives it home when he needs to. It is Gothard that brought the fanny pack back about 10 years ago. And also I wanted to let him know how much I appreciate his mentorship over the years. You've been a great friend to me and I've really appreciated you. But more than anything, I've appreciated the extra drink tickets every now and again.
Hey, we got the gang all together. They're all here. They got a message for you.
Happy retirement, Gothard! Roll Tide!
Gothard, over the past 12 years, as our executive director of the IWLCA, his leadership, his genuine caring about our Women's Coaches Association, and how impactful he has been as our executive director. Really, words can't describe how great he's been for our association.
Gothard, heartfelt congratulations on 12 years of incredible service with the IWLCA. You've been a tremendous force in our sport for years. Way back at Maryland, St. Bonaventure, the ECAC, in so many different capacities. None perhaps more significant than the one you're leaving with the IWLCA. And your spirit of partnership and friendship and guidance has been so important, not only to the sports development, but to my development. And I really appreciate your friendship, all you've done for the game and U.S. lacrosse, and I wish you well.
Gothard Lane is special because he's Gothard, but probably his ability to connect the different worlds, both the business world, the club world, the college coaching world, and he has been a big player in getting a lot of people to work together.
My favorite Gothard line is how he often closes the phone calls that I have with him. So I'll use it here. I'll say, G, it's been a little slice of heaven. Thank you.